Alright, what's up? YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all y'all, right? So, we'll take a quick little moment while I ain't really doing too much right now. And let's get into old Trumpeasy and this new executive order for that's benefiting truckers. It's been a few things going on. Let's just highlight a few, right? So we usually have problems with the trucking. It's like having places to park, right? So a lot of truckers, when you run out of time, you park on the shoulder, you park wherever you gotta park because like hold on, got a call. Yeah, you know a lot of truckers, you park on the shoulder, you park anyway. It's accidents that happen. It's always careless four-wheelers or whatever that be, cars for the people that don't truck. We call y'all four-wheelers. But there's always something going on like that. Like you run into the back of them, like late night, you got to park in crazy spots where is, if something happened, you ain't getting no help. Like you pretty much stuck somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So with this, it's some kind of parking, what is it, free truck park, some kind of parking initiative that they doing that should free up parking, and if I'm not mistaken, also you can get to a safe parking. I think it's like safe parking initiative, something like that. I don't know. I heard it, but I'm like, let me get a little spin on it. Let me hear what other people have to say about it. I mean, I feel like a lot of this stuff should have been happening. Like, they were so focused, especially the last, and we ain't gonna talk about the last, but anyway, they were so focused on just trying to kick all the truckers out. And let me say, truckers move over 70-some% of the United States. If they move over 70-some% of the United States, why are we not being taken care of in some way, shape, or form? You would think you would take care of the people that, but it's just like, and I'm not gonna do that comparison. If you don't know your worth, and they got instructions where y'all can't band together, they always got the upper hand. That's just what it is. The government made sure that trucking is what is so independent and so everybody, it could be a whole bunch of different minds. You can't have no union. You can't have. They made it the way they are. It is for that. I feel that particular reason. But anyway, on to the positive. And also shout out to the women. Women truckers group. It's a group. Because even though it can be unsafe for men, we gonna times that by a lot when you have the women drivers, right? And I mean, we could get on because of how they dressed and whatever they can't. Yeah, there's a whole lot of provocative ones out here. However, at the end of the day, they still women, and a lot of ways they get taken advantage of, or they could get taken advantage of. I mean, your average woman, if she parked at a truck stop and somewhere, like she ran out of time, so she got to be in a particular spot, she could get taken advantage of more than, let's just say, somebody trying to run up on me and do, it's a big difference. They will look a few times at me before they go. With a woman, they're like, oh, I can take her, or a couple of us can take her, no matter how she can, so they're not safe. So it's groups out here that help women also make sure they're safe, like, man, and they need to be safe. Like, it's dangerous out here. So the fact that they have an initiative to make sure that our women out here are being taken care of, that's a positive thing. I mean, leave some comments. Let me, how do you feel about that? And there was one more thing I wanted to touch on. Oh, okay. So, and another thing. See, this was the other part, right? So they finally cracking down on double brokering and freight fraud. Double brokering and freight fraud. To you normal consumers, you have to know how good that could be for you. Double brokering, that's more on the trucking side, like, you know, stealing money, long story less long. But freight fraud is, I book a load under a MC that I made up. Me and 5 other trucks that I just found out of nowhere. We booked the load, right? We get 5 truckloads full of avocados, 5 truckloads full of oranges, 5 truckloads full of whatever the fuck we want to take, like anything, right? We get 5 truckloads full. It's supposed to be in California by whatever day. It never shows up. Instead, we take all them reefers full of product and we sell it to small little markets up and down the street. We sell it wholesale to different grocery stores and stuff. So it's kind of as a theft thing, which is an insurance thing, which drives the cost of stuff at your regular grocery store up, drives the cost of insurance and stuff. It drives the cost of everything up. And we got to think how many millions of dollars has had to be insured before now. It may take a few years, but that could benefit the industry. It's a few things in that bill. I'm gonna have to finish looking over everything, of course, but there's a few things in that bill that's, I mean, it definitely should benefit the industry. The last thing that was a big thing going around last year or so was they trying to implement a speed limiter rule for truckers. I don't think y'all like saying all trucks got to be governed at 60. Like, it was governed at something. Okay, if y'all feel like that's okay, we're professional drivers. Majority of accidents that happen is because of cars cutting us off, stopping short, all of this stuff. We're professional. Majority of, I mean, every group has a select few that's whatever, right? But if you're trying to say everybody has to be governed at 60, you got to think how many backup is going to be, because it's going to be a guy with 60.5 trying to pass a guy with 60.7, and they're going to stay in that left lane until it's over. You know, you're asking for more of an issue, or they were asking for more of an issue. So the fact that they got rid of that, that's real good. Like, I just can't even imagine trying to drive like that the whole. Even in a 70 mile per hour zone, you gotta go 60. In a 65, you gotta go 60. Like, you just can't. It was at a certain speed. Now I know in California it's 55 for all trucks. It's been like that for as long as I've been driving. Speed limit 55. Nobody likes to go in California. So, I mean, take that as to do whatever you want. By the way, man, let me get some comments, man. Let me keep everything positive. Like, we don't want to talk bad on no other presidents and all that stuff, but just ride with me. Tell me some things that how y'all feel about tell me how y'all feel about trucking right now. Tell me, what do you think trucking will be in the next year or so? Or tell me how do you feel about, just everything as a whole. Shoot, tell me what you're driving. Tell me what you want to drive. Catch me up.